Hi beautiful people, today from Ball I wish to tell you about singing balls, how do I work with them, how I choose them, and I give you some keys on to how to purchase a nice singing ball that you will love and enjoy to use. So we go to one amazing shop here and I'll show you how we do it. I would love to talk something about singing balls. As far as you know, I do sound healing for some years, and today I want to buy some new balls for myself. So I would like to share how do I choose them and what are the keys to choose a good ball for yourself. First, I will say that there is two basic techniques to make a ball. It's like rotating, spinning machine that is like carving the this kind of balls. So their surfaces is flat, and the sound is not so good because only simple metals are used. Like this must be aluminium and nothing else, maybe something else. I'm not sure. But this is like the simplest type of a ball, so the sound is quite flat. Because if you take more professional, more high quality ball like this, Nepali made ball, the texture, if you look at it, it's not solid. So the surface of the ball has a little bit of carbs that when you spin it, when you spin the stick around and the sound vibrations are circling inside, they are facing these little carbs and create an overtone. So they create harmonical sounds over the main key, and it makes the sound wider and it makes it more beautiful and more catchy for the mind, because what we want from the ball is to retune our being, retune our system. So this is, for example, some huge, must be pretty old, I'm not sure about it, I need to ask, Nepali made ball. So as you see, it's hard to hear it, but it actually has a huge vibration because it's big, and it makes the lower sound. As far as sound is low, you need to make it much wider than the high pitched sounds in order to hear it. So when we're talking about huge balls, it's about massage. It's about vibration that is transpassing through the body and working out to the internal systems of human. So I was also wanting to show you this kind of ball because I'm now in India, and these are main kinds of the products are presented here on the market. This is I call them golden balls, or balls with pictures, because this is the easiest way to identify them. Basically they're a bit different than metals. So the metals are creating most of the sound, yeah. So if the metal is more high frequent, he keeps the sound for longer. It sustains the sound for a long time. So the lower quality metals, less metals, the ball is sounding not so interesting. The golden balls are made from some nice cool metals, but if you are trying to make the whole set with the keys, you can compare the sound, they will be a bit there will not be some expressed key, that you can hear. It will be a bit blurry, I mean, the quality of sound, I'm just not so much impressed, and they're a bit cheaper, of course, than these ones that I use in my practice. So now I will show you how to try to collect the set of balls for yourself. And what are the simple keys to do this? Two more things I would also love to mention when you're choosing a ball for yourself. Take a look at the all in all shape of the ball. If it is more flat and the borders are like curved more inside, so it creates like a stadium, you know, like with a bit of shelter on the top. So during the sound creation, it keeps the sound inside. And if it is more open, like this one, the sound is not concentrated inside the stadium. It is going this way. So it is for the hitting practice. If you start to spin it, it will not be so vibrant. It will not work so well. So also the borders, I would love to tell, the thickness of the borders influences a lot into how the ball sounds. The thickness of metal is about how long the ball will sustain the sound. So there are like high quality, like this kind of Nepali balls with amazing pictures of gods inside and yantras and some cool scriptures. Like this quality of balls I love a lot. And here, if you look closely, you can see a little carve inside. So yeah, so it creates some magical sound. Talking about the balls, I can tell you honestly, it's better to get one good ball than you get set of something that you're not really sure about. There is better one ball that is really resonating with you, that you can really feel harmonizing your being. Then you just like take your tuner and you start to like try to find something to follow in the keys or like chakra frequencies or whatever you feel like. So some keys about how to choose an actual set of balls, as I do. I use only my ears. I trust them most because as far as I work with the sound, as far as I work with a particular set of balls, I just choose the ones that are perfectly sounding together, so it makes me feel pleasant, it makes me aware in some part of my being, and during the practice, I spread it around. So when we're talking about sounds, the big sounds that the big balls that make lower sounds, more bass sounds, they are more root. They are more about your sacral energy, about your Muladhara energy, about the releasing of fears, about releasing of anger and feeling safe, feeling comfort, feeling boom.
Слушайте, это так сексуально.
Я так с женой познакомился. Говорю, приезжай на чашу. frequencies. So it's like, as far as it's my instrument, you must love it a lot. It must be a part of your feeling, not part of some special keys that you need to have 7 keys, for example, of particular frequencies to work on a particular chakras. Like, your intention works more onto this than the frequency itself. It's where you place it in.